nuclear drama with Gigguk. Remember the anime that he made? The trailer came out. I did see a lot of glaze. I saw a lot of hate for it too. We got sleepy clips coming in with Gigguk's response to the negativity he got for his original anime.
The trailer doesn't tell you too much, and I haven't said too much. That is by design. I've talked more about the production because I kind of want you guys to come into this as blind as possible, because that's...
I think the trailer did a pretty good job in kind of like highlighting that this is a story of two people. I mean, you look at the cover picture too, you see a guy and a girl. The guy is like a normie and the girl is like this fantasy girl. And they, by traveling through this tower thing, they drop in, boom. Don't they like swap into different worlds and they get to live like respectively their different, you know, realities and get to appreciate, I guess, their lives? I feel like it was that kind of show, right?
That's what I love when I see short films. I saw a lot of people being like, I don't know what the thing is about. Well, my approach with the trailer was to give you a kind of a vibe and just set up the groundwork, which is two people traveling to different worlds and trying to find a life there. That's pretty much it. That's the setup. That's all I really want you guys to know, along with the Southeast.
Shows like these, I feel like, gets a little bit tricky if one side of the story is boring and the other side is way more exciting. I can't bring an example up right now, but I feel like I've watched shows like this where people are like, yo, enough of the girl, give me the guy, or enough of the guy, give me the girl, because it's just like, oh my god, they did a shift into the other side of the story and it's just like boring, I want something else.
Asian influences that I've had with this. And when I posted on Twitter, let's just say he got a lot of attention.
Yeah, because like Gigguk, I think, is a very like easily hateable person too, because of how big he is and how this anime, it is an isekai in the way that an isekai is going to a different world, right? So now people are going to take this in a very disingenuous way and try to drag him in order to, well, just farm negative engagement.
Got a lot of attention, and I've had a few people ask me, yo, don't worry about the negativity, man. Sorry about the negativity. Don't worry about the negativity. And I'm just like, bro, I'm living on cloud 9 right now. I've seen some of the comments on Twitter. I would be lying if I hadn't seen some of the discussions and some of the comments on Twitter with some circles of the internet. And the big...
I can't imagine, like, listen, and we are at a very insignificant size. Even if I got like 100k subs or 1 million subs, I think it would be pretty insignificant overall in the grand scheme of things. Gigguk is like a household name due to his like prominence in anime creation for like over the past decade plus, and he's making a new anime too. I just can't imagine the type of like hate posts, hate comments, group chats, sub threads, blah blah blah, like everybody just kind of shitting on him like that. It would make you insane, man. Imagine like, because like the average person doesn't have a public face put out, right? And for people to just like criticize you on the tiniest bit of things, your appearance, the content you make, and so on, right? There's so many hateful, toxic people out there, and you just gotta ignore it. It's part of the game. But like when you grow to this size, like I can't imagine the type of hate he would get.
Biggest thing I will say is that, number one, I've seen some people being like, yo, I can't wait for this to flop, man. And I'm just like, damn, there is, in my mind, absolutely no way that this can flop, because
I would not say that. Shit like that. When you say this though, like this is more ammo you're giving.
There is, in my mind, absolutely no way that this can flop, because my intentions with this is not to get views, is not to make money. It's just to get this made and just to share it with the world. And as long as I can share it with you guys, to me, that's already a success.
All right. Restructuring the definition of success, it can never flop, because as long as it's out there, his passion project, it's already succeeded.
I think one of the big things is that I actually take the negativity as a huge compliment, because a lot of the discussion I've seen hasn't even been treating this as a wacky YouTuber project. The fact that people are coming into this, not as a YouTuber project, but just as a anime.
I guess, like, you know, I think that people downplay whenever like YouTubers get big enough and try to go like mainstream and go on movies and stuff like that, right? Make their own shows. There is like this downplaying of, he's just a YouTuber, you know? They treat it like it's like an indie grassroots project, but I guess if they're not even like viewing it through that lens, that already is admission that like it's just legit.
like, like you guys are just treating this as a fucking anime, and that is something, positive or negative, is something that I cannot put into fucking words. Because let me tell you this right now, there is no critique of this that you can make that I, objectively looking at my own piece of work, haven't already critiqued myself. You know, I do this for a job.
Okay.
You know, I know how people can view this from a third-person perspective, but I'm just happy.
I just hope we can react to it and have fun without getting copyright struck on YouTube, man. Part of me kind of wishes that we all react to it and then everybody gets copyright struck for it so we can farm drama videos and say, I can't believe Gigguk would do this. I don't think Gigguk himself would ever do that, though. I think if that were to happen, right, it's because of the production staff and the corporate suits behind the scenes and not Gigguk's like choice.
That I got to make this. I'm proud that I got to see this through to the end. And the fact that you guys are looking at this as just a normal anime production, just a normal anime project, that was the biggest thing that I was worried about. And that's why I'm so amazed and happy.
The hate is proof that people are taking it seriously, right? That this is an anime, this is not like a YouTuber project.
With the work that Studio Daisy has put into this, because looking at this from a third person, sometimes I know when YouTubers release something and it just seems like YouTuber slop, you know, or just some kind of cash grab. And I think the biggest thing that has really warmed my heart is that
I wonder if this even is a cash grab. I feel like Gigguk's not gonna make a profit off of this. I don't know. I'm just taking a random guess, but I mean, considering like the state of the anime industry and how there are so many different corporate entities that pool in their money together to all become producers in order to not go bankrupt, in order to, you know, mitigate risk management. What does this all mean? Basically, when you make an anime, the likelihood that you're gonna make money off of a significant profit's pretty low. It's quite high that it's just gonna fail and flop and you're dead, right? So like, I feel like Gigguk might be just taking a cut on money just to put out this passion project because he wants to, right? Because it's art that he wants to do it.
People can tell that this is something that is a passion project, and whether you judge it harshly or whether you...
And here's the other thing too. I don't know how much involvement Gigguk has in this. I've heard a lot of different things about how he didn't even have proper time to do the script writing, and I don't know how true all this is, but because it's a passion project, I expect it to be really good. Because quite often, there is a conflict of interest in art and business. What do I mean by that? So many times, you get slop coming out and shows are being greenlit for the sake of it being greenlit. There's no compelling story. The people working on it don't even care about it. They're just there to collect a paycheck. But when there is a genuine passion project and people actually give a fuck and they try hard, then you get something amazing. So my anticipation for this project is pretty high.
You know, judge it lightly because you've been following me and you've been following my career. The fact that you are judging it under the terms of just a normal show and a normal anime means a lot to me, because I worked tirelessly just to get over that barrier of presenting something to the world that you guys could see existing and you guys could see yourselves watching, whether a YouTuber made it or not. And
I'll be reacting to it 100%. I think everyone will be.
Yeah, I'm not sad at all. There's not been a single comment that has...
This is also great PR, right? First of all, you set up this like pretense, right? This is like a barrier that you put up for the haters, such that even if it flops numerically, again, it doesn't matter, because his definition of success is that my passion project got out there. So already their hate is negated. And then on top of that, it's a very like enlightened, morally correct, you know, viewpoint of like, I don't care, bro. I'm just doing it for me. And I'm glad that you're able to appreciate this show for what it is beyond just like YouTuber slop. So like, great PR marketing right now.
Made me feel sad, whether it's been positive or negative. BAAN is listed. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's listed on my anime list.
BAAN.
Let's fucking go, guys. Let's go.
That's pretty hype.
We did it. It actually passed the my anime list category for anime.
Now, I don't know. That's cool and all, but like, consider all the fucking garbage ass trash isekai fantasy slop that exists on my anime list with like a score like 5 point something. Even Tibet got on it, right? So like, I don't know. It's cool though.
Did it, guys? We actually made it an anime. Confirmed real anime. God, man.
What the fuck is this ad? Kids suffer under Putin.
But it is on. Is it on anime list? Anime list? Yes.
Yeah, AniList. That's my favorite site.
It's on everything, guys. It's on it all, guys.
Yeah,
it's an anime.
baby.
It's an anime, guys. It's
My preferable site. I don't know. I don't have any hate against my AniList. It's just the UI, the user interface, and the user experience. When you go on different websites, it feels nicer. I just like how things are categorized and sorted, and it's so easily viewable. Any chart, any list, you know. I prefer that over my AniList every day.
on pretty much every website. I believe it's on
Yeah, duration 18 minutes though. It's a movie though. I don't know how true this is though.
IMDb as well.
It's on IMDb? Goddamn.
Ooh, might be a bit harder.
Wait. It's just funny to me that, you know, Gigguk's like recommendation tab on YouTube, he also has pirate software drama on the right hand side. Listen, you don't need to know about it. It's just if you're terminally online, then you know about it. It's just funny to see that other people, you know, have like the same kind of like recommendation videos like me too. Anyways.
Ooh, might be a bit harder. There we go. Oh damn, already got screenshots and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, this is fucking surreal to see, man. Oh man, this is surreal to see. But I can't wait for it to be out so I can talk a little bit more about some of the production stories that have happened during the making of this. But
okay.
I'm like I said,
I want to see some behind the scenes footage, man. Some sort of like compilation of like everything that happens in the making of this anime.
I've said everything I want to say before you guys see it. I just want you guys to see it now, and then I'll be talking more about it once it's already out. Dojin's coming 2026, brother. I'm not ready for that, man.
They're gonna be looting that girl, bro. Oh god, leave her alone. Let's read some of the comments. Hey, for a free anime he pays for is crazy. Bro has no enemies. Yeah, this is the Vinland Saga mindset, right? Just doing his own things to make him proud might go for real. I love his attitude on the matter. He just wants people to see his work, and I love that again, right? It's a very enlightened, positive take, right? What a humble person, right? But on top of that, it also just takes away any ammunition from the haters because they can no longer critique him for the performance of the show because he just wants his art to be out there, man. I think people who even are haters cannot understand how massive it is. A veteran anime-tuber who's been in the scene for so long finally makes his own anime. People are crying because he's not even the director on the writer, hence labeling him making it is invalid. I was like, dude, it's his original story. He wrote the screenplay, came up with the world and characters. Of course he made it. The director and screenwriter were helping him properly convert a screenplay and design for the medium. Yeah, I mean, it's people on Twitter that wants to just drag his name and try to just come up with any sort of angle of like, oh, the technicality of he only, you know, wrote the screenplay. He did not actually, you know, direct or write it, therefore he didn't make it, right? And I find it hilarious that people hope that BAAN will be a flop. My dude, it's made almost completely self-funded by him, will be released on his channel for free and no sponsorships. It's been planned to be a flop by design from the get-go, Lamau. But that's the thing, right? People are miserable online. People look at themselves and they see what a shitty life they live, and rather than taking action and taking accountability for themselves and improving them, it's way easier to drag other people down, especially if they're doing well. The more successful you get, the more of a target you have on your back. Successful, happy, fulfilled people don't go online and participate in this negativity brigading. Only miserable losers in society who hate their lives will engage in this shit because they have nothing. They're empty. And they realize that if they engage in hate farming, negative engagements, rage baiting, that this is a very cheap way of getting dopamine fix, as other losers will brigade and band together. And once you understand that concept, you honestly feel sad for them. Whenever I see hate, it's just like, that person probably fucking hates their lives. And all they do is just be tired and hateful, and rather than doing something that fulfills them, that's their entire existence. So at a certain point, I pity them, man. Just losers. But hey, that's it. We're gonna be definitely checking the anime out. Hopefully it's actually good. Here's a link to the video. Bang, bang, bang. Go give it a like. Shout out to Sleepy Clips. I'll see you guys next time.